guys, welcome back to Dawn Investments. Today's video is going to be showcasing our top stocks for the first week of January 2018. Uh, we've already traded about half of them and are green on about half of them, and we're going to go over those ones and a few others that we haven't got into yet that we're still watching. But yeah, all of these stocks, just remember, do your own due diligence. None of these are guaranteed, but they have a high chance, and some of them are even moving now. But always do your own due diligence. If you have any questions, you can always let me know. Our Discord is in the description, and other ways to contact me is there as well. But here are a few, and getting right into the video. The first stock, this first swing trade I wanted to go over was AMD. AMD is moving right now based on some type of news that had to do with Intel, and based on its technical pattern. If you look at the 180-day chart, it's well above the 200-day EMA on a 4-hour interval. And on the 1-hour interval, it's also well above it, and all the EMAs are kind of crossing up moving forward. If you're not in it yet, I would definitely send an alert like around 12:50 and wait for that to cross, and it still has potential to reach its previous price point of around $14 for around 10 to 15% gain on that. Probably happen within the week if it's not done, but I would definitely send an alert for 12:50 first, because there's a resistance here, as you guys can see, around 1250 that it can start trending back down, and you don't want to get caught on that downtrend. So definitely wait for it to break. It's been trading, it's been moving well, it's moving slow, but just there's a resistance right here, as you can see on the 1-minute chart, a little better. So just keep that in mind before you trade it. I would just wait for it to break 1250, and then if you want to get in for a 1 to 2 day swing trade, that'd be a good position. The next stock I wanted to go over was GE. Yeah, GE's been moving pretty well the past couple of days, especially going into the new year. It moved up pretty strong. Right now, it's up 7% since its previous low point at $17. Looking at its 180-day chart, it's about to break the resistance on the 180-day chart, breaking the 200-day EMA. I have an alert set, but if it breaks this, that'll be a really good entry point. And once it breaks that, and as long as it doesn't trend down and like it makes a solid break, it has room to grow to its previous price point of around 24, even maybe not pushing it that far, but $21 to $24, and that's like around 10 to 30% gain depending on when you sell. So G is definitely something I will put on my watch list. Just watching out for that one as it breaks alerts. I'm not in this one right now, but I am definitely watching it as a possibility. The next one I want to go over, we talked about this one in our Discord, XNet. We called it out this morning at a pretty low point, and it's up 12% today. This is a pretty good stock. This one is, I wouldn't suggest holding it for too long because it can be a little bit risky. But if you're looking at the chart, it bounced off the 200-day EMA a couple of times, pretty healthy pattern, and now it's trending up, and the EMAs are crossing up and trending up as well. And back to its previous point, it's at 19. It has room to grow to 27, which is around 30 something percent. So this is definitely something I wouldn't put anything past. It broke a major resistance here today, so it definitely has room to grow. It's not showing any signs of a downtrend. So I'll wait for a nice quick dip and then look for a possible entry on the dip. Or if it breaks 20, then maybe a dip off the $20 mark, because it probably won't even dip past it under this resistance. So I would just look out for that break above 20 and then buy at a favorable price. The next stock I want to go over is something that we call out kind of often. It's between DGAS and UGAS. What I'm gonna call out for the swing though is DGAS. As you can see on this chart, UGAS is having a pretty bad day, and it's actually broke its support. This is actually a major support at $70, and it broke it and it's lower. With that break in the support, I can say that DGAS is going to finally start trending up. It looks like UGAS had its movement all the way up And on the 4-hour chart, you can see that it hit its 200-day EMA and it looks like it couldn't break it well enough, and now it's trending down. So it definitely has a lot of room to drop, around 27% back to 48, after the reverse split. And because of that, DGAS has a lot of room to grow. As you can see, it broke a major resistance at 27, and already from that point, it's up 7%. But from that point to its previous price point, it's around 60% back to 43. I'm not saying it's going to get back to 43, but you can definitely swing this for something similar. It has another major resistance at 35, and that's around 30% profit too. So this is definitely something I would add to my watch list and definitely buy in at. We got in a little early. I've been holding it at around 24. So we're in a good position right now. And we have our stop losses set and everything, but we took a risk holding it for that. I never suggest you hold something based on hope or anything like that. You should always wait for the bounce, the upward confirmation. But right now, DGAS is showing the upward confirmation. It has a couple more resistances to break. As you can see, it's very close to its 200-day EMA right here, and that is going to be a little bit of a struggle for it. But if DGAS keeps downtrending, which I think it will, DGAS should break this kind of easily, and it should go up to 35 or more. So definitely keep that on watch. The next one I want to go over was XXII. It's another one been calling out for a while. We've had it since around $2. It's a little bit volatile now, moving up and down between 290 and 3 something. It has a major resistance at 325 around there, and then again at 350. So we're in it to a new price point. I wanted to go to a new high, but I'm always watching it to see if it starts downtrending. But right now it's not downtrending. It's a bit. I know it can be a bit. XXII give can be a bit much sometimes, but I'll wait for it to break this 325 and then the 350. It's around 8% between those two price points. I'm already in it from around $2, then again at 250. So we're at a good position. But this is definitely something you should add to your watch list. Um, Cannabis stocks and a lot of stocks like that have been moving up recently, and it's not only XXII, it's the industry as a whole. So this is definitely something I would say, wouldn't be a bad move to hold for a little bit longer of a swing, maybe even a week or more. I wouldn't be afraid to hold this. It just has a couple resistances that it needs to break, these two, and once that happens, then I believe it can form new highs. So definitely watch out for that. The next stock I want to go over is actually JDST. This is one that we called out because it's at its bottom. It's the inverse of JNUG, if you guys know that stock. JNUG looks like it's getting ready to start trending down. It's not a guaranteed downtrend right now, but it's looks like it's forming that downtrending signal. And if that starts happening, JDST is going to be going up. So right now it's at a support, pretty close to the support, around 5% away from the support. And it has a lot of room to grow, around 50 to 60% room to grow back to $77 with only a slight resistance at 57. So this is definitely something I would keep on watch. This I would just wait if you're not in this right now. I would definitely just wait for it to show more definite signs of an upward trend. Um, just a little bit more of green. It breaks this uh, EMA just a little bit more. You won't miss out on much because, like I said, there's around 60% room for growth. So if you wait a little bit more, a little longer, you may miss out on maybe like 5 to 6%. But it's better to miss out on that 5 to 6% and be safe than trade now and then risk it downtrending. So just add this to watch, but make sure you wait for it to break this EMA and start actually showing a little bit better signs of upward confirmation, like the EMAs crossing upwards. And of course, we're gonna be, you know, shouting out these stocks in the Discord. When it's time we're buying and all that stuff. But if you're not in this Discord and you don't plan on joining, then just make sure you wait till the signs are shown first. But like I said, of course, you can always ask me at any time, and in the Discord, we're probably gonna call it out when it starts trending upwards. And for the last stock, as more so of an honorable mention because this is getting to its resistance point, is BZUN. We called this out around 27. It's been moving up pretty well. I still think it has room to grow. Right now it's at 35. It can definitely hit 37. And based on that, it can even go a little bit higher. I want to put it past it to go back to 40. And I wouldn't even be surprised if it formed new highs. So this is definitely something I'll add to my watch list. But be wary of the resistance at 37 because from there it can start downtrending. But if it breaks that, this is definitely something I would say is a good buy. And from there you can, just ride it until it maybe hits 40 or even passes it. And yeah, overall, that's really it for our swings for this week, or the ones you should add to your watch list. There's a few others, but those are the main ones I think you can see immediate profits. And for that, if you have any other questions, just let me know. As a quick recap, I'll just quickly go over the stocks we went over was AMD, GE, XNet, DGAS, JDST, and BZUN as the honorable mention. Oh, and XXI, of course. So, yeah, add those to your watch list and watch out for those signals. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks again for watching, and good luck trading.